Did you just get the English version just for that?
No, no. Actually, I got the English version, I think, a year ago because it was very cheap. I think I got it for 10 euros or so.
Wow, that's not bad.
Nice. Nice. I do know that the third edition had a French version.
Yeah, apparently they were translated in a lot of languages except for English.
Okay. That's interesting because I didn't know that. I thought it was pretty much mostly just Germany, but
yeah, I don't think it was very successful. Though
no.
Paul says the French version was moderately successful.
Well, the thing is,
they even had the Havana box.
Oh, cool! Wow, that's a good expansion. I think in general, it's like always that, you know, another fantasy RPG comes out. It has already, that country has D&D and their own version of something, their own fantasy RPG usually.
Yeah, it's hard to get into that space.
Yeah. Like that's why it's basically every country has, as I said, D&D in their own game that they've been playing for forever. Even Hungary has it. I've seen pretty much every country. Scandinavia, also Sweden has one. Drakkar and Dromor or something like that. Looks pretty cool, actually. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's fascinating reading about those. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. Well, we can go into that later.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. So, just let me. All right, he sent to me through Facebook, I think. So I know his list. Yeah, I think I have the lists of Conda and of Gruff. Chris and Tim, do you have any special ideas for your lists of stuff to bring to the journey?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything last time.
Okay. So, just to summarize, you didn't want to use you or something, I think, right?
Who are you talking to?
To you all.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not sure where you end up on the discussion of whether you want to use mules or not. I know you didn't want to use horses.
I think the last time we talked about it, we decided not to do it because it would be we would be too visible or something like that.
Plus, we're gonna be on boat for a while.
Yeah,
and that was right.
Yeah, so it would be more of a problem.
Okay.
So we mostly just take what we can take in a backpack.
Okay. And I remember.
So we don't take mobile ballistas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are stats for that. I don't know for 4th edition, but I do know for 3rd edition.
Yeah.
Siege weaponry.
Yeah.
Especially the harass siege weaponry is very interesting.
Which is not yet invented.
Right. Sorry.
So, also you wanted to buy a couple of knives, I believe, for bartering with the orcs.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you want to do anything more whilst you are in Forwall, you would say now. Otherwise, we would jump a bit forward about a week and go on to your journey.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah. Tim, did you ever get those things checked out? Those resurrection, were they seeds?
The
Oh,
pills.
no. You can do that along the way, though. I can have time with them, actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean, nothing specifically that I would need to do in the city.
I thought you wanted to talk to the mages about them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. I was
I'll
thinking just doing some general. Yeah, I can take them to them, see what they have to say.
Out of character, has the week passed now, or?
No, that's. I wanted to ask whether you have anything more to do
right.
in this week, and
Right,
if not, then we can jump forward.
Right. Okay. Just making clear.
Yeah. Okay. So, to whom do you go? Tim?
Yes. What was that?
To whom do you go at the Mages Academy? Celiana or Alea Ambaret?
I will go to the head guy. I'll just go talk to him.
That would be Celiana,
Yeah.
the
I'm trying to get
elderly woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go talk to Celiana. And if she doesn't have anything, I can go talk to Amvaret.
Yeah. Okay. So again, you enter and go through the corridors and come up at her private office and knock, I presume. Come in.
Hello, Celiana. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Ah, you too. Please, have a seat.
Very good. I go sit at the chair next to her desk. We were about to leave on our expedition, and we were given these by Garheld, these pills, and I put them out in front of me. I was wondering if you could give me any information about these.
I believe I've seen them before. As far as I know, they come from a voyage across the Efforts Wall, and are therefore Gildenland wares, very rare. If you ask me whether I think they will do what they say, I cannot exactly be sure, but the arcane matrices I have gleaned inside seem to be pointing towards spell components similar to the Clarimpurum or the Balsam. So they are more than likely restorative nature. But and they're quite strong. Quite strong, actually.
What Garheld had told me was it sounded like she was
Sorry, you're breaking up. Jim? I believe he probably broke away.
And them Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
It's good old Google Hangouts, the trustworthy system.
Yeah, though this could also be his connection.
Yeah, it could be the
often
internet
have this
connection.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Mic is not working.
Yeah, we can't hear you either. Not that me saying it out loud would actually serve any purpose.
I didn't want to say anything. Okay, so now he's left.
Seems like it. Maybe he's rejoining. Maybe it seems.
Yeah, he is. There he is.
Right. Sometimes that fixes the problem, but maybe, you know.
Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you.
Who
Yeah.
knows the myriad of
I don't know.
possibilities? Oh, okay. There we go.
I had to log off and log back on for some.
Yeah. Okay. I presume it's some kind of restorative magic, similar to the balsam and the clavicur.
Yeah, Garheld had mentioned something about it being unpredictable, unknowable exactly the exact results.
As far as I know, at least that's what they told me. They have not yet been used since the Golden Land. Though I don't know whether the actual tradesmen who brought them here know of their real use, but as far as I know, those are somewhere in Eurasia.
Well, very well. I appreciate the information that you could give me on these. I was curious as to the exact effect and exactly what they involved. I appreciate you sharing that information with me.
What I could glean from it is that the trigger to use them is more than likely biting them in two.
Okay. So it's not simply swallowing them, biting them in two is involved.
Yeah, it seems like that. So rather the destruction. So it's possible that if you swallow it and it gets digested, it will also trigger, though at a later time.
Well, that might be useful information. Well, thank you very much. And I won't bother you anymore. I'll get up and bow politely to her and leave.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too.
Okay. So, you will be good with your belongings at the port side. Because as you are told that the first part of the voyage you will be taken by boat to the river of Bodia, along the river of Bodia. And where do I have it? Not here. Here. And after about at midday, the second day of your travels, will have to take a short distance by foot, and after that you go again by boat. For a while.
Okay.
So where is here? Okay, now. Okay, now you are in Thorwald here, and you enter the Snake Eater Offer, which is the boat that brought some of you here into Thorwald, which takes you up the River Bodia here.
Okay.
And
you know, it's actually funny when you're drawing the line. It reminds me of the old Dark Eye games, the Northland trilogy. Yeah, because they would show it. That so sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, no problem. And
there was a section where you could travel through the river, but yeah, I stopped now.
Yeah, you get up to Angbodia Tal, at which point the ship will stop, which is, or as I said, around midday of the second day.
Right.
Because there is faults between Angbodia Tal and Outlock, so you will have to go by foot to Outlock, and after that you can take at least up to Bodon, again a boat.
Okay, so are we gonna rest at Angbodia Tal? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's midday, and the way to Outlock is about half a day. So you could either choose to stay in Angbodia Tal, which is a small village of about 100 people, or you could press on. That's up to you.
I say to the others, we could just continue on and not waste any time. What do you guys think?
I agree. We should make haste.
As much as I want to check out all the different villages
on
the river, but we're not here for vacation. We have a mission to do. So, yeah.
Oh, Chris, you will be handed also a small amount of money to use for the party of 50 ducats.
Okay.
For travel expenses and so on. Okay. So you if you say this to the captain, he will set you on the other side of the river, so that you have a better way to Outlook. And again, you walk this path up to Outlook, which is also a small village, even smaller than Angkor, just 50 people. Just
I'm guessing a
about
lot of
10.
inbred people. Sorry.
Well, it's just 10 houses or so, 10 long houses scattered along the river. About the breeding, you probably won't see very much. Yeah, and there's a ferry station here that you could use, or you could also take maybe also the road which goes from here, which is one of the better roads you've so far seen. It's all made in stone and seems to be maintained.
Right. So I would say we just continue on the river. I mean, as fast as we can walk, the river should be faster.
As you go up to if you go up to the ferry station, you will quickly find out that the ferryman asks for 3 silvers per pair of legs to be
I think we should be
over.
fine. I mean, it will be good to save our energy because we will be walking a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, 3 silvers is not, too much.
How many silvers are in a ducat?
10.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like the D&D currency. A ducat is like a gold, and you got silver, and you got and I believe you have coppers, right? Maybe something below that.
There is gold, which is the ducat, silver, which is the
thaler.
silver thaler.
Yeah.
Then there is the heller, which
Heller.
is, I believe, copper. And then there is the kreuzer,
Kreuzer,
which is even smaller.
right. Okay. I will give him the 3 silver thaler, and yeah.
Okay. So that would make a total of 2.4 ducats for the entire group.
Okay.
And
I paid my own wage. I think everybody can pay their own wage, right?
Well, I'm just saying.
Right.
How you want to do this is up to you.
I took my money already off that I just spent, so.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so you basically take the ferry from Orkland along the river towards Bilbat or Bordon, which is basically also something the ferryman will ask you on which side of the river he is supposed to drop you off at the end of the day. Either on the eastern side in Bodon or on the western in Vinbad or Vinbad.
Well, I think in this case it wouldn't matter, honestly, because we would continue on to Amifex Care, right?
That would be in the next stop. So you will have to cross the river anyway on either side.
Right.
Though Bodon has the slightly worse reputation as a town.
I'm not afraid about a little trouble. I don't know what you guys think.
Ah, well.
We can go to the other one either way.
What's the advantage of going through
Well, we'll probably... Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, what's the advantage of going through the more dangerous area?
There is none, but I'm not as afraid of it either.
Well,
we
I
can
think
we can go to Viavad. I'm fine with it, you know. Either way is good for me.
I was just thinking that we're probably going to find enough trouble once we get into the Orklands. Maybe we should avoid it now.
I don't have a problem with being in Bowden, but I do have a problem with losing the stuff on the boat. So, if it's that kind of place,
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I'm fine with it. Then let's go to Viavad.
okay. So, as you get off the boat, this is slightly larger than the last two towns. It has about 200 people. Also has a small center of town. I can also find nice a nice tavern with lodgings where you can spend the day, or rather the night. Before taking again a ferry, the small way across here up to where from where you will have to use your feet to get into the direction of Fexcare.
Okay, what is that town? There's a red dot.
Well, that's probably a previous settlement that has been given up.
Okay.
So when you come to this place, or roughly another day into the future, you will find a small ghost town, roughly 12 houses that seem to be have been vacated a couple years by now, with the roofs collapsing and some of the walls also.
Right. Okay. Well, there's no trouble here unless it's from outside.
So, do you want to make camp in this village, or
we could find a good spot to defend, like a good house or something, to spend the night.
What time of day is it now?
You will reach this village roughly at the end of the day.
Ah, yeah, that'd be a good place. Well, there might be a standing building that we can stop in and rest there.
Well, there's a couple where the roof hasn't collapsed completely, so you still have part of the house that is usable as a house, even though it's a bit more open to the winds. But it's definitely preferable than sleeping in the open.
Well, we're not in the winter, so it's probably still pretty nice weather out.
Yeah, it's, as I said, it's late spring, early summer, so the temperature is rising.
Yeah, nice evenings then, probably. We can just find a nice building that's not completely collapsed in.
Yeah.
Okay. As you lay to sleep, the wind blows through this town, and strange sounds are abound. Those of you with superstition can do a couple of rolls.
Okay.
Not a couple. You can do a roll.
Would that be just here, or are we using a like a dice stream, or I just rolled myself then, right? Because I do have superstition. Which is 5 in this sense. So if I roll a 5 or under, okay, I'm gonna roll. Okay, I rolled a 20.
Okay, so you know it's the wind. It's the wind. So
Yep.
nothing to worry.
I'm going to suggest that in the morning we search through the village to see if anybody left anything that may be of use.
We could do that, or we could just continue, you know.
I don't know. All right, we can continue.
If you say so, some of the others will search through the houses anyway. But you won't find very much. There's a few farming implements still left that can be found. A couple of jugs or other not kitchenware. Yeah, some things to store food in for longer times. Ceramics, but probably nothing that would help you very much on your travels.
All right.
Okay. So another journey ahead, and at the end of the day, you will come across a tavern that's in the middle, or that's aside the road.
Mm-hmm.
The name seems to be the Fleeing.
Okay. So in that tavern, it's in the town, and it's like abandoned.
No.
Okay. Okay. No. So sorry. Now I see the way. Yeah. Okay.
It's just a roadside tavern.
What time of the day is it?
Well, it's early evening. You could press on a bit more. Maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Right. I suggest to the others that possibly it would be better to rest here. We don't know when we can find an inn again.
I agree. This is a good place.
I agree too.
And if we're outside, we're more likely to be attacked by some wild animal or even orcs or something. So it's probably better if we just yeah.
I'm sure they have accommodations here.
Yeah.
From the money that I was given for the trip, I give a ducat for each person. That's 6, right?
No, 8.
8.
There's
Okay.
you. Oh no, even 9. Sorry. There's you 3 plus.
I'm gonna stay on the boat.
There's no boat.
We've been
just
walking.
in case any. Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I'm going in.
The boat you had to leave at Winvad or Wilvad. because
Alright.
this year the river is very low. That's what was said to you, and there is not much water, so it's not shippable.
I remember now. I'm a little dingy tonight. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. I'm
Right.
not even sure if I mentioned it. That's the reason. Okay.
Right.
So
So I get ducats from you or something?
everyone
You
gets a
said
ducat.
that everybody gets a ducat. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Sorry. Stupid pun. Anyway, so
Yeah, as you enter the tavern, you can hear some arguing from somewhere in aside from the main hall, and so far no one seems to be in the inn or in the first room of the inn in the main hall.
okay. I said, waiter. I yell out.
Moment of
Not
silence.
the only one he's breaking up for.
What? Sorry, I didn't get that. Chris? Chris?
My connection's getting a little wonky. I can't really breaking up.
Yeah. What do you say? Hmm?
Chris?
What did you say?
Chris? Hello?
Can you repeat it? Can you?
Yeah.
My connection
yeah.
getting wonky.
The,
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I can. Can you understand me now?
Yes.
And the after he says that, a short pause in the conversation next room occurs, and then someone seeming as you can hear from the footfalls makes his way towards you. But you were going to say something, I believe.
Well, if someone's walking towards me, I turn around and say, "Hello, can I help you?"
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You are in my place.
Yes, isn't
Yes,
this the
of
inn?
course.
My name is Alvarich. I'm the
Nice to meet you,
proprietor.
Albrecht. I'm Kondar Eriksson. These are my fellow. We are on business, and we would like to rest and have some food and drink.
No problem. Please sit down.
May I ask what was happening? Is everything all right?
We had some problems with our stable boy. Nothing problematic, I hope. Please
Okay.
sit down and don't worry about it.
Okay.
Very well.
Seems legit.
I sit down.
We'll point you over to a couple of tables to sit down.
Okay, I sit down.
Could I perhaps order some tea?
I think we might still have some. I will have to look though.
I would like your what kind of alcohol do you serve?
Well, we have different kinds of beers from Thorwald, from Undergast, and from Austria. Even though I personally don't like the Fish beer.
All right. Bring me some of that Undergastian beer. That sounds good. Bring me what kind of food do you serve?
We have a soup for a day soup. We can make you also a meal of meat if you wish to do, wish to order some. We that would be a chicken, freshly slain, um, with some what would they serve it with a honey coating, and with that some roots.
And if I would have the soup and the chicken, how much would that cost me?
Well, the chicken would be 5 hellers, and the soup would be 2 hellers.
I'll say no more. I'll have the soup and the chicken, please, and some. You just bring that. Bring also that beer. I'm curious to see what is it like.
So,
can your kitchen
that will be a total silver for you. Yeah. Tim?
Yeah, can your kitchen perhaps make something custom? You were talking about some roots. Can you make some root stew of some sort without any meat in it?
Well, we
root stew.
I
would rather avoid eating.
If you want, we can try to mix it with the soup and make something.
Would you like some grass in that stew? I could pick some.
No, that will be fine.
I jest, my friend. Everybody eats what they likes.
I have grown accustomed to it.
I have learned different people from different folk like to eat different things. I apologize.
There's no apology needed. I am very acquainted to it. I've been around humans for some time now.
Yeah. Wait. Just searching for something. There. Okay. What, Chris? Do you want anything special?
I'm gonna drink my dinner. I'll have a couple mugs of that Andergasten beer.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say the soup. Couple of mugs of the soup for some reason, sir. I haven't slept in a while, so yeah.
Well, a mug of soup might do everyone some good. We've been traveling for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think they have discovered instant cup soups yet.
Cup noodles.
I will wait for it. I will wait gladly for a nice root soup.
Well, carrot is a root, so I could imagine that.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's
made from carrots.
It's an assortment of fruits, including carrots. So you get a bit of half soup than the rest. Of course, the dwarf Uksh will also take the meat, and also couple of good jugs of Andergastian beer. And most of the people, Asgard will only take the soup. Burkai, which seems to be regarded rather nervously by the tavern keeper, by the innkeeper. Will also take the chicken, but really only eats the chicken. Everything else he will leave on the table.
Like a little kid.
Don't even bother cooking it.
No, that's what I was kind of hoping there was, anyway. Kind of Klingon style, he likes it like raw.
Well, he has lived in the city a bit, so.
True.
Okay. Okay. So. This and so here we have the tavern. Okay, so you're around a couple of tables here, and there is a couple of there's either the possibility of sleeping all in a large room, which would be a silver per person a day, or you can have single rooms for 3 silvers per person per day.
I think we can afford single rooms.
Yeah.
Because who knows when we're gonna have the luxury of sleeping in a bed.
Very well.
Okay, so you rent the rooms for 18 silver. No, wait, 27 silver, sir.
All right. I give them a ducat and let them make change, or 2 ducats, 3 ducats. Sorry.
Yeah, they take you 3 ducats and will give you 3 silvers in return. Yeah, and so you basically have rented the entire upstairs aside from the common room.
Yeah, I pay, of course, to the 3 silver, so.
No, that was paid by.
Oh, it's 3 silvers in total? Okay.
No, but he paid the wages of the entire group. He has a travel cash.
Okay, well, I appreciate it.
That's why it was given to me.
Yeah, okay.
I like to think that I
Seems
treat
a waste
people
of perfectly. It seems like a perfectly good waste of wonderful weather, but fine. I will stay inside as well.
You'll have, I'm pretty sure you'll be enjoying the weather quite a bit from now on.
Very true. Very true.
I like being outside too, but at least for me, it's gonna get old when we're trying to sleep in the freezing cold, trying to make a fire. I do have heard elves like to live outside mostly.
I'm hoping that we'll be through the Orklands by the time it's winter.
Right.
Possibly not, though.
Well,
I hope so too.
From the plans, you are. That's just in recapitulation. You are supposed to be out of the Orklands in 2 to 3 months. So
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
it'll be
be
summer.
you will, at worst, you should come out somewhere in the middle of fall.
We have to be somewhere before that. Those 5 days of that
The
special
nameless,
time. Yeah.
the nameless start. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that 1 week. Yeah, we don't want to be there. That's what you're talking about, right? The week of the nameless god.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, right.
What time of year is that?
It's right on the end, I believe.
Yeah, it's at the end of the calendar year, which is in the middle of the summer.
Every god has their own month. I knew, but anyway, and he's got a
Yeah,
week basically.
currently we have the month of Parina, the goddess of fields, the harvest,
Right.
and seeding, and then I believe the next one would be Raja, which is the goddess of free love, alcohol, and horse breeding. And after that would come the week of the nameless, followed by the months of Priors.
Right. The god of light and who hates
The
magic.
sun and
Yeah.
the law and the protector against magic.
Yep. That's good. I always thought it would be interesting to try to have a group with a Prios, a priest, and a mage. Nothing but annoyance, I guess.
Yeah, but could be good.
Why?
But mostly, if the Prior's priest is someone who has. If you start out as a Prior's priest, I think it's more difficult than when you have grown into the role. Because then you already know that you have to be a bit more forgiving
Open-minded.
of others.
Right, right. Well, I always thought a anti-mage, somebody who focuses on anti-magic, he might get along a little bit better. But anyway, sorry, this is neither here nor there. I ramble on. So.
Okay, so as you lay to rest, you hear again some arguing from downstairs, which ceases at some point. You believe you hear someone crying. A female voice.
Someone crying?
Yeah, someone's crying. Somewhere downstairs.
I don't know about this argument. It seems to be escalating. I don't know.
I can't. Mavon can't handle hearing someone cry, so he gets up to go investigate.
Well, we might as well stick together on this. I didn't want it to necessarily get involved, but oh well.
So
and I stand up. I accompany him.
So you basically both get out of your rooms and see each other as you listen for the crying.
Well, I don't know if this argument is going to continue because it's going to stop me from sleeping, so I might as well just at least ask them to be quiet, or you know.
Someone is in pain, anguish of some sort. I can't sleep with that.
Well, if that's,
I have to find out what's wrong with them and console them to someone.
If there's some kind of violence going on, like physical violence or something, that's something I like to tolerate either, so let's just check it out. It might be harmless, you know, but we gotta at least check it out.
Yeah, so you get downstairs again. You can hear that the crying comes from somewhere through in the private areas of the tavern. So somewhere behind the kitchen, it seems.
I follow wherever the sound is coming from.
I just
Okay.
follow. Yeah,
So
I follow
yeah,
maybe on.
you find yourself in front of a closed wooden door, behind which apparently there's someone crying and someone, as I said, a woman is crying, and it seems a man is talking calmly to her, which would be Albrecht, um, the townkeeper.
I say, Albrecht, is everything all right? I have been having trouble sleeping. There's a lot of noise.
He opens the door a bit. Um, I'm sorry. We had a bit of bad luck. Behind him, you can see a woman, maybe 40 years of age, sitting on the bed. She seems to be the one who's crying. You see our stable boy has run away with our money.
Oh,
And
that's horrible.
we have in 2 days. You see, there is this band of Marduk, or this band of orcs, basically, and we pay them for protection.
So they don't attack you, or they actually protect you? Because
well, in a way, both. And now we only have half of what they demand usually. So
how big is that band?
I don't know. They usually come with three on to demand the money, but I know there are more than that.
I don't know, like, where's the stable boy headed? Do you know at all?
He has. I don't know, but he has often talked to Fax Care, so it's probably into that direction.
Well, we were heading there anyway. We could maybe see what we could do. How much gold are you missing?
Well, it's
How much
about
money? No.
well, it's about 50 ducats.
That's
that
an
is-
incredible, so large amount of money.
Is Chris's character there? What is it? Marvio there?
I've since woken up, but I haven't followed anyone. I just can't sleep with the commotion, so I'm pacing in my room.
So you can also hear footfalls creaking through the house, going up and down.
Well, I open up the door and I go to look to see what's going on.
You can hear people talking from downstairs.
Okay. I I follow the voices.
That doesn't sound right in a different context.
Well, let's presume the voices in this case are real.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and you will also get into this corridor where you find Kondar and I forgot the name.
Mavion?
Maven
Maven,
standing
right.
in front. in front of a door and talking to Ulrich.
Guys having quite the conversation down here. I
I
find
look
it
at
hard to sleep.
I look at Marvio and I like take him aside so they don't hear. I have a question. How much money do you have for the travel expenses? These guys have
38 after the 38 after the after everything we've spent.
yeah, these guys are missing quite a lot of money. The stable boy has stolen 50 ducats from them, and apparently they need to pay off an Orkan, in a sense, a gang of some sort, a pack that is
Protection money.
Yeah, so I don't think we can come up with all the money, but maybe we could, like, if it's just 3 guys, I think we could take him out. Maybe that will convince them not to deal with that with
Or
What
I'm
if
not
they
sure.
return
them to
to
retaliate.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here, guys. I mean,
I think what we should do is,
What?
do you perchance happen to have any horses?
What else can the
Talking
stable
to-
boy take?
You are talking to Ulrich?
Yes.
We have an old mare.
Because we could ride fast ahead and catch up to the stable boy and retrieve the money.
Not with her, I believe. She is. We use her for carrying a cart, but I don't think she is good for riding.
well, I don't know if we can catch up to him. And maybe the only other way would be, I don't know if there's a boat here or something to go downstream with the boat, but I don't know if that's possible at all.
We have a boat, but you would have to. You would have to row it against the current, so I'm not sure if that would be faster. Just more restful than walking.
When do you have to pay the orcs the protection money?
They come in 2 days from now.
2 days. The problem is here, the more we talk about it, the more we lose a chance of getting that kid, that punk.
Actually, that's what I was going to ask about. How long ago did he leave?
Well, he has stolen away last night, so he has probably 1 day already for him.
Oh, all right. We've got a. The orc is supposed to be a guide of some sort, and we do have a hunter armor, or somebody who's at least knowledgeable about the
It's still a full day,
outdoors.
though.
We could track him.
It's still a full day, and we have only 2 days
A
to
full day
catch him.
ahead.
I mean, think about this. We have a full day.
Well, we can see what we do.
I mean, can you negotiate? Yeah, Chris, did you break up?
Am I cutting out again?
A little bit,
Am
yeah.
I cutting out again?
Now you're okay again, but
Oh.
Here's an option. This might be kind of dangerous.
We.
What's the option?
What we could do is, some of us track this child who stole the money, the stable boy, and the others delay the orcs along the way.
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
I could come out of the forest and I could cast various things that might delay them, whether it's darkness.
Could you? Do you have a spell that I don't know? I don't know. I almost don't anything. Don't know anything about magic. But is there some kind of magic where, uh, they will be more willing to listen to possibly, um, let's say paying less or paying in a later date or something like that? Because I think that could maybe work. I don't know. With orcs in general, but just from the basis from them being orcs, no offense um, to our
Okay.
to Orca, yes. Um,
He's probably asleep still, so.
right.
Yeah,
So,
he's not here.
but anyway, the point is that I don't think we can negotiate them on normal conditions, but maybe with some magic of some sort.
Yes,
And
I've shied away. That wasn't something that was taught at my academy, and I've always shied away from doing things that might influence someone to do something beyond what they would normally wish.
well, but this would be a case where we would help somebody, you know.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't know the proper magic for that.
Okay, well, that is kind of a wasted effort. Maybe you can. I don't know what's your specialization then. What could you do?
I could delay them. They're nor, they're more than likely very superstitious, being orcs. So if I was to cast darkness on them in a general area around them, they might think that something bad was happening. I could bring fog walls out of the forest that might frighten them as well. Might cause them to stop and think about whether they wanted to continue on their way.
Florian,
Right.
are you okay? I'm
Sorry.
hearing a lot of odd noises.
Oh, is that from me?
It's from one of these things. I thought it was from you because you were the one that wasn't talking.
Wait, I will quickly stop.
Well, there was someone crying, so they're blowing their nose now.
Yeah.
Sorry about the blown nose.
I was just wondering if you were okay. Making sure you weren't choking or anything.
No, I'm alive. Sorry.
Not much I could do, but
talk about a gruesome ending to a campaign. The DM is literally dead.
Yeah.
reverse TPK.
Right. So, what I'm thinking is if you got the thing is that what worries me is that if they have a leader who is maybe smarter or even familiar with that. Now it could be, you're probably right, but what if they just ride through the darkness and then attack you? We will need to have somebody here. What I'm guessing is we have our Gruff, our tracker. He would have to follow the kid. Then we would need to have somebody that would help you fight them. If it comes to that. If not, everything is peachy clean. But we need Gruff, and we need who should go after the kids. Who would be the most.
I would suggest Gruff and the orc.
Yeah, and okay, so if they go after the kid, then we wait for them, and we have 3 of us here. If they come again with 3,
Well,
the worst.
You also not forget that there is you are boss here, but also Halma, the Scouts, Dietz, Ux, and Asgard.
Okay.
That's on board Kai and Graf. So you're quite a few.
Okay, so then we could have.
I think the ideal situation is to make them not think that it's someone attached to this place. That's why I was thinking if we went into the forest and harassed them, did things that might spook them, it might delay them long enough, make them go back not come this direction towards the inn long enough that the trackers could find the stable boy, get the money, and be back here in time.
We would be right now at an advantage, and I think. Excuse me, sorry guys.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
No, I sorry. As I said, I haven't slept yet, so we are at an advantage with our numbers, and and if they just come 3 of them, what I'm thinking is we fight them. In worst case scenario, we fight them. We give them, in a sense, a bloody nose. They might come back in higher forces, but it would be better than nothing. And orcs do respond in a way. The only thing that really orcs respect is force and martial superiority. Superiority, yes. So I think if what you say can work out with your spell, that's great. But they basically, I think we shouldn't, talk too long about this anymore. Gruff and Urkai should be the guys to find them because they have the biggest chance. And if the orcs come, we try to delay them. If we can't do that, then we fight them. Of course, at first we try to tell them to wait with the money. At least try it. I don't know if anybody speaks Orkin here. But
I certainly don't.
Mm.
Well, they know a couple of words of Norwegian.
Maybe we can figure something out here. But I'll be ready for a fight. It's talking with orcs seems like a very it's kind of a hopeless endeavor. Either we fight them.
If we fight them and we drive off these 3.
You guys are doing that. I'm upstairs.
I mean, what other choice do we have?
Well,
Either
you guys are discussing this. I'm upstairs and I.
Sorry, you're breaking up, Chris.
Yeah, that's my connection. It's being a little bit of a problem. I was saying that while they're talking that out, I'm already upstairs waking Gruff and Borkai up, and telling them what's going on.
I don't want to fight them either for the risk of them coming back with higher forces, but we don't know how big their gang is. It might just be the 3 of them.
This is true, but there might be, even if it's only 10 more, who knows how long it'll take for them to return. It might be 2 weeks before they come back, and we can't stand here waiting for 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know what do you suggest. I mean, I don't know how long we could hide with your magic.
We just have to delay them long enough for the trackers to find the stable boy and come back.
Well, I guess we can do that, but I say we have to be prepared for the worst, which would be fighting them.
Have to be prepared, but
so
we need to be prepared.
If we have anybody who is like an archer or stuff, I would suggest putting them in key locations to snipe them, and maybe that would give us an advantage.
Well, the dwarf.
And if you have any magical traps or any kind of ideas, we should definitely discuss that. Since again, I know only magic out of stories, and I've seen magic being used, and I know of some healing spells and some attack spells, but I don't really understand how they work. You're the specialist on that.
I am relying on their superstition, hoping that such things appearing in front of them might make them question whether they're going to advance.
If we're unlucky, it might be. I did hear.
When I get done talking to Gruff and.
Sorry?
Sorry, it delays. When I get done talking to Gruff and Borkai, and whether or not they actually, yeah, whether or not they actually want to leave tonight. I come down and mention that we'll discuss the rest of this with the rest of our crew when they wake up. Well, we should probably get
Okay.
some sleep.
Okay, but both of them will take only take a couple of their things and make haste, and will leave quite soon.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
So. Okay.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm not comfortable letting them stay there, letting them fall victim to these bandits one way or the other. Uh, I'd rather get this dealt with quickly though, because we need to press on.
Well, we need to do something about this because we cannot just
We're
let
not
them.
doing anything, staying up all night.
Okay,
Well, let's-
fair enough.
I
let's
know,
get
and
moving.
I
I understand. We can go to sleep.
get moving.
Sorry,
Yes, well,
your
we're
call.
going to stay here one way or the other.
Right.
We're going to be staying here one way or the other, so there's no reason to lose sleep over it. I can't, as I said before. But we'll discuss this in the morning. We've got people out there looking for him, for the stable boy.
Okay.
Well, which direction do the orcs usually come from?
Oh, they usually come from out of that forest over there. But you probably can't see it right now, but I will show you in the morning.
Mavo,
Thank you very much.
I do. Yeah, you're welcome. But Mavo, I do agree with Marvio here that we should get some sleep. I'm getting really tired here, and like in real life, but I'm getting really tired here, and we should get some sleep. We have still 2 days to prepare, and you know, that will give us an edge, and we can make traps and whatever we need to do. And we have our 2 best trackers. They have the best chance of finding. If we are lucky, and if they're really skilled, they might even get here before the orcs, and we don't have to do anything. But we have to prepare for the worst. Anyway, I say let's get some sleep and talk about this in the morning. So.
Very well.
Right.
You hear? You hear Alvarin now speaking
And
to
with
the woman
that,
again.
I give a nod to the keeper, and then I walk up the steps and back.
Sorry, I didn't get the last bit.
I just said I walk up the steps and I excuse myself and then I walk up the steps and go back to my room.
Okay.
I also go to my room and just go and get some sleep finally.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, in the next morning, you all awaken to the sound of a cockerel. Is that right? Cock? Yeah, the sound of a cock.
The rooster?
Rooster, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah.
rooster. Okay.
Cock is technically right, but yeah, because of its
I know.
meaning, it's less used.
Rooster sounds better.
Yeah. I wasn't quite sure myself, but yeah, rooster. Anyway, the innkeeper has already prepared a meal for breakfast. Fresh bread is served with slicings of meat. and different kinds of cheese.
I thank him kindly before I eat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't given.
I thank him too. I enjoy the breakfast.
Yeah,
So,
in the morning he will show you the surroundings of the inn. There's a small lake not far from the riverside where the tavern is set, next to which there seems to stretch out a patch of wood that goes on quite a bit, um, from which he says the orcs usually come, and he believes they live somewhere in those woods.
Okay.
all right. I take a good long look down that road or down that way, and you know, and then I carry on.
I look around for possible areas for to do traps, and trap, and I that's pretty much what I do.
Okay. What traps do you think about?
Well, any kind of traps that I could physically make, simple traps like pit traps with spikes. Maybe try to poison them somehow with something we find in the woods. I could ask maybe the the elf. Maybe he knows of such plants, and or also I'm thinking maybe to be a little bit. I think we could do it that cut down 2 trees, have 2 tree trunks, and then basically make a trap where if they activate it, the 2 tree trunks would swing and smash whoever's in there. And that would be quite devastating to the morale. Now,
Well,
maybe we
well,
can't do that physically, but I'm just thinking.
The last one has mostly the problem that you don't really know where in the woods they would go through. So even so, the trap would be quite large and could be seen. So they would have to go in precisely the right spot, and they can come from a very broad front.
Well, maybe with some of the magic we could kind of funnel them there. We could scare them into going into a direction. That would be
I'm hoping we can scare them backwards, going the way they came.
Right. Yes, of course, that's the ideal. Or we could have multiple pit traps, which are not too hard to do, and just make pit traps all around where they could possibly ride through, and hope for the best.
It would take quite a long time to dig each one.
We have 2 days. What else are we supposed to do? Sit around and twist our thumbs? I mean,
I wanted to head towards them and delay them along the way as they came, instead of waiting for them to get here.
We can head towards them, but they have the advantage
Well, I'm not.
No, just go ahead and say it.
I'm not too much into the idea of delaying them, but I do wonder where this camp is. Do you have any way of making us less noticeable, Mavon?
Darkness, fog, silence.
I don't like the idea of running into their village or camp or whatever they have, because it might be suicide. There might be hundreds of orcs there, And
Nobody said anything about running into it.
Okay.
I'm more or less wonder. uh, we're in a forest. Get the we can climb a tree and look into any clearing.
That's true, but they might have. I mean, they know this forest much better than we do, and they might have traps of their own, or possibly uh, traps that aren't. They don't even hurt us, but alarm them. You know, all it would take is something like that, and we're pretty much fucked. So what I'm thinking is, I mean, I'm not against the idea, but just we have to be really careful then if we're gonna go and check out, because we could know then how big their force is. You know, if it's just the three of them, we can just take them out. But if
That's
they, I
what I
don't
was
know,
thinking.
if they're like between 25 or 50 or even 100 or more, we better pay them then. You know, and then once we paid them, if we get the money and we are done with the business, we can go back to Thorwall, and maybe they will send a squad, or like a they send out some soldiers here to deal with this, in an official
I doubt
manner.
that there's. I personally doubt that there's that many of them, because an army that size would leave quite a trail on the ground, would also require quite a bit of food to feed.
I don't think so either. So, but nevertheless, for us right now, even 25 would be dangerous. So I guess we can check them out at least.
Yeah,
But
I think we should head in the direction that they're coming.
the problem is I don't like even sneaking out. I like to be in a position where I can defend myself, rather than, because every time you go into the enemy's territory, you are in a disadvantage. But let's go then. I think there is an advantage to that.
Well, yes, but when you're doing this, isn't there an advantage to having smaller numbers? Maybe only two of us should go.
Well, who would be the best to go right now?
Mavon could make the night particularly foggy, and
Yes.
perhaps.
But Maven is also our ace when they do come here. If he gets captured or something, it might be really bad for us.
It could be. That is true.
I'm not questioning your ability to outrun some orcs, but simply because they know the woods better,
even though they may know these particular woods, I know the woods better than any orc.
Fair enough.
If I've
yes. That's something that is well known about elves, especially. If I may ask, are you a wood elf by chance?
I forgot what the name of my. But yeah, I'm.
I think it's Lee elf, but that's beside the point actually.
Okay. Well, I know there's the owl. Is the Lee elf? Is that the owl elf in German?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Because there's the owl elf, the wood elves, and then the Firn elves, which are like kind of the snow elves, but they're rare.
Yeah.
At least. But yeah, and then there's, I guess there's still other ones, but they're more like just mentioned. So, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's not neither here nor there again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then we definitely shouldn't send out all of our people, but we should definitely at least send two. So who should be, if we send out Mavo, then who should be the other person? I mean, I could go. But who is the most?
I could go. I know a little bit about staying in the shadows and whatnot, but
Probably that would be good.
I'm not sure I'm the best one for the.
Mario, if I think about it, me running around with my chainmail or clinking around, that's probably not gonna. It's gonna be harder for me to stay silent. Probably a better idea. I mean, I will go if you want me to go, but
What about the others? What talents do they have that might be of
Oh,
assistance?
I totally agree. Huh. Uh,
yeah,
well,
well,
then I
rogues
ask,
rogues are
any
not
other
no.
people with us right now?
What?
The other people are they
Are
with?
there other people? Are the
Well, the
Um,
others are
is
slowly trickling down to the breakfast table.
is Uksh and yeah
Yeah, Books is
and
there and
Asger.
silently eats his meal. Asgard is not yet here. Dietrich is there, smoking a pipe. And Halmar is also there, tuning his instrument.
Perhaps Ooks could come with me, since he is very proficient with a crossbow, and he also detests orcs.
Shooting orcs in the morning? Why not?
I think
As a last resort.
it's more a position he's looking for you before.
Sorry, up again?
It seems that it's settled then. Oh, sorry, Chris is breaking up, right?
Actually, Tim was the one who cut out all of a sudden.
Did I cut out? I was saying maybe
He was
Ooks
about
could
to
come
say
with
as a
me.
last resort. Yes.
Oh no, I was saying shooting them is a last resort.
Okay, it seems it's settled. Uksh and Mava will go and explore the base of this orcish band, and we'll
I
stay.
go with pointy. You're saying I go with pointy ears here towards the pelt people to shoot a
Well,
couple?
do you dislike orcs more than you dislike elves?
Well, he smells a bit funny, but otherwise, I think I can stand him.
I think the orcs smell worse.
Probably.
I think out of all of us, you probably know orcs the best, other than, well, the orc. But he is going to be chasing after this stable hand.
Well, he is already chasing them, not?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
they're
they are
gone.
on the way.
Out
Yeah,
of character.
both of
Sorry,
them are.
I just confused.
They try to use the night.
Very well, shall we leave Ooks?
Yeah.
We could go, but let me finish my breakfast first.
Very well.
And then I will have to
Oh.
tune my instrument. You know, put a new sinew and stuff.
As you wish. I will wait for your time when you feel ready to go.
Okay. As we already approached the 2 hour mark, do we want to cut this a bit short here and do the scouting run next time?
Seems so. It would be a good idea.
Seems like a good time to go.
Yeah.
Because then also, well, hopefully, I don't know if when Francois will come back.
Yeah, he said he didn't know yet whether he will be there next time already.
Right.
We will see.
Well, in this case now, his character is on the.
Yeah, it's a good solution. It's a good
It's
solution.
Yeah, it's a good solution for him. He'll be having some time, before he comes back. So, right.
Yeah. Okay. Any comments to this session?
I found it was interesting that
It was good. It was good. I liked it.
I found it was interesting the first kind of in a sense mini quest, so to speak, in the main thing that we just found was an interesting setup. What interests me here, yeah.
I was say it'll be interesting to see how well we actually work together as a unit, all 6 of us or 7 of us.
Well, right now we're splitting the party at least to a degree, but yeah, once we do work all together, it's going to be interesting.
Well, you're all working on a solution of a problem. But
we're working together on the same solution. Right.
Yeah.
But
So,
I mean,
we'll see.
We'll see if this will be the early party wipe. If it turns out the orcs are like, lots of them, or they have an ogre with them, or some crap like that. But we'll see that.
Well, yeah, that's something for the future.
Kraken. We killed a kraken.
Right.
We can handle an ogre.
Oh, you did? A kraken? Right.
Of course, it was gruff shooting in the eyes.
Well, it was a smaller kraken, but it was a kraken.
Well, a kraken. I remember the stats and the.
Well, it's actually a kraken newt if you want to be technical, but.
Okay. Because a kraken is like quite the enemy.
Yeah, no. A real kraken would be something much different.
That eats adventurers for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
That's like the only sea monster that is even worse is a sea serpent. When a sea serpent appears, you can just kill me. I'm not even gonna try to attack you. Forget that shit.
Or get out of the sea.
It has about the same stats as Cthulhu. Kills 1d6 heroes per turn.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the only creatures in the Dark Eye that is even worse is probably some of the dragons, and of course the different archdemons. But yeah, Sea Serpent is pretty crazy. I think it has 250 HP, which for DSA is ridiculous. It basically tells you, don't bother fighting too much against it, unless you got some kind of weapon from the gods or some shit like that, which does exist, but it's like unless you're like level 20 or if you're like really decked out with magic shit and whatever, which is really hard to get in the Dark Eye, but it is possible.
Yeah.
Like the Sword of Rondra was what damage? At least 1d20 or something like that. Pretty ridiculous.
I don't know, but something like that, yeah.
It was. But the way to get it is like you gotta be like it's very hard. But yeah. But anyway, well there is the anyway, yeah, I'm thinking that too much again. I was thinking the Greek fire that the fire bombs.
Hylian fire, is it?
Yeah. But with that, if you crit miss, then you basically set yourself on fire. So that's a very dangerous weapon.
Yeah. Okay. So next time we do your scouting run, and we'll see if Francois has rejoined us by then. And okay, so have a nice week.
You'll have some alone time with the orc.
You do too?
You too.
Yeah, you will have some alone time with Ooks. We'll see how that goes.
That was kind of part of my reasoning. Is I'm thinking that I can make him start to like elves.
If he's
okay.
I hope Fork Eye just doesn't up and kill the stable.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he brings the money back.
Well, I think
Yeah, I guess.
well, if he kills them, I mean, it's just. But yeah, it's all about bringing the money back at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more like yeah. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun game, guys. I'm gonna be heading out. Talk to you later, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk to you later. See you in a week.
Later.